Who's responsible for keeping Drew Brees in the Big East?
Who's at fault for Drew Brees not having his money?
Welcome back to another session of Say That Shit, where we're going to have some real talk from a fan's perspective. My name is JB.
This your boy Nell.
And tonight we're going to have some hot topics for that ass. One of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight, Nelly, is Drew Brees' contract situation.
What a hell of a topic. Because I'm going to tell you, I have a real heartburn with the fact that my man Drew Brees haven't gotten his money.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's going on. I've heard around the league and I've been watching all the media outlets talk about Drew Brees, and he's decided to put the contract talks on hold until after the season, which I think is the wrong move for this team. I mean, this guy is our franchise. He is the Saints right now. He's revived and he's brought this team out of the cemetery, you know, if you will. And you know, the fact that he doesn't have his money, JB, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I tell you what, we need to talk about some stats and see where we are with Drew Brees and show the fans why Drew Brees should have his money. So if anybody out there feel like, well, we might be going down the wrong road or barking up the wrong tree, or Drew Brees is being greedy, I disagree. The guy is the Saints, and we need to give him a little taste of why. So why don't you get into a little bit about, you know, what the situation is with Brees.
I'm going to give you some stats on Drew Brees, and I'm going to ask you a question. Did Peyton Manning get his money?
Yes, he did.
Did Michael Vick get his money?
Absolutely.
Did Kevin Cobb get his money?
Yes, he did.
Did Ryan Fitzpatrick, get his money?
Ryan Fitzpatrick got his money.
That's right.
That's right.
So why Drew Brees can't get his money? That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. But Drew Brees is the most durable quarterback that we've ever had in the Saints team.
Exactly.
Drew Brees is 27,658 yards in his time in 6 years with the Saints. 192 touchdowns. 11-win seasons. I mean, you can't not give this man his money, JB. I don't understand what's going on with the thought process of, I'm hearing 15 to 18 million when the other quarterbacks, they're in the 22, 23 million dollar range.
It's a shame.
You know, what you think about that?
Well, I think one thing I want to say right off the bat is I think that Mickey Loomis has done an excellent job.
I agree. With
this team managing the money, managing the budget, and getting players signed. Okay. But my problem with this whole situation is we should have had Drew Brees signed a long time ago. Let's go back to Peyton Manning. Did they wait till he was about to enter free agency before they worked his deal?
No, they gave him a 5-year, $90 million.
That's exactly right.
Michael Vick got a 6-year, $100 million.
Exactly.
40 guaranteed.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, contract extension, bro.
6-year, $59 million and 24 guaranteed to play for the Buffalo Bills.
Exactly. So if I had to sit right here with Mickey Loomis, I'd say, hey, look, you're doing a good job, but you got to keep Drew Brees in the Big Easy.
And happy.
Exactly.
That's right.
You don't want this man going on the free agent market and someone whispering sweet nothings into his ear, tempting him to go somewhere else to play.
Right.
And that's my whole problem with this whole situation. They're not handling it correctly. It hasn't been orchestrated properly. And the fact that Drew Brees has to cut this situation off lets me and you know, and every Saints fan know, that there is a problem with the money.
It's a problem. I mean, it's a problem. I mean, I'll give you some stats. 37 touchdown passes, which is a team record career high. 47 300 passing yard games. 47 games with a passer rating of 100 plus passer rating. TD pass in 41 consecutive games. Actually, he's behind Johnny Unitas only with a 47 streak.
Yes, sir.
I mean, things like you got a Super Bowl champion. The guy has thrown 7 400-yard games. He's tied with Joe Montana and Warren Moon, third in the record books. I mean, what the fuck is that about? He should have been had his money.
He should have been had his money. I don't understand the deal. I don't understand the recipe for success here, because if you are a good GM, you have to keep that franchise quarterback in your pocket.
I agree, man.
So, Nelly, who do you think is at fault for Drew Brees' contract situation?
Who else would be at fault? Tom Benson.
Oh, I disagree.
It starts with him.
I disagree with
He's the head, JB.
And I don't care.
He's the owner. He's the head. So guess what? If you're going to say, who do you think it is?
I think it's Mickey Loomis. I think Tom Benson gives Mickey Loomis the authority to handle contract situations, and that's the way it is. That's how business is.
So you believe that Sean Payton
and you have the guy that he appoints to get the job done.
Do you think Payton wants Brees to get his money?
Yes, he does.
So basically you're telling me that Loomis is in the middle.
Loomis is not in the middle. Loomis is doing his job.
Okay, and you telling me that if Benson goes
his
to
job
office
is
and
to
say, we need to pay
negotiate
him,
a fair contract
we need to pay
between
him.
Breeze and the New Orleans Saints.
So what's fair?
What's fair?
Yeah, what's fair?
I think what's fair is that they need to come to a middle ground. I don't know the numbers.
I told you, I heard 16 to 18 million dollars. That's not enough money.
You don't think that's enough
Fuck
money
no, it's not
for Drew
enough.
Brees?
No, it's not enough money. No, it's not enough money. What did we have before, JB? What did we ever have? You and I have been fans since I've been knowing you, 20 years. JB, we never even had, we never smelled anything like this. We never tasted anything that tastes this good. You mean to tell me the guy who's responsible for bringing this team to respectability and winning us a fucking Super Bowl that I went to 2 years ago, that he don't deserve more than $18 million when Eli Manning get more than $18 million? When motherfucking Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, are they that significantly better than him?
No, they're not better than him at all.
Then what's your point?
But what I'm saying is I don't know the numbers. I know that you're saying 18 to $20 million is where it should be at.
Right.
And what you're saying that they're trying to offer Drew Brees right
16
now?
to 18 million.
16 to 18 million.
Right. You know where he came from, right?
Yes.
He came from a 6 year 60.
Mm-hmm.
So he's averaging $10 million. Of course, that's a nice pay raise. I'd like to have it. I don't feel sorry for Brees, but as a fan, this shit shouldn't go into the off season, JB.
It should.
It's a travesty, bro. So you asked me, the question you asked me was who is at fault?
Mm-hmm.
If I was the owner, you think Jerry Jones would sit back idly while his GM, if he had a GM, that he would sit back idly by and fuck with his top dog quarterback and say, we're going to go into a money dispute in the offseason, let this dude hit the free agency? Let Breeze lead this motherfucker. It won't be a Chris Paul type deal.
Benson
This bitch a burn
not
down.
a Jerry Jones.
Well, he fucking needs to be.
Very
he needs to be. He's a billionaire.
Jerry Jones
He's a billionaire, powerful
into the
motherfucker.
affairs of the football team. Tom Benson lays back and lets Mickey Loomis do the thing. Like I explained to you before.
You give a person enough rope to hang themselves. You are absolutely correct. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. You're gonna give him enough rope, and Loomis' ass gonna be hanging from a tree when motherfucking the fans get a hold of his ass and Breeze get out of here. And as you say, somebody gonna whisper sweet nothings in his fucking ear. Give him $25 million.
That's what I don't want to happen.
That's the risk, though, Jake.
But I don't think that it's Tom Benson's fault. I think it's Mickey Loomis' fault because he is the one that's in charge of making sure that these teams or these players get signed on this team. And Tom Benson is not the type of owner that's going to get into the mix. He's not the type of owner that's going to call Mickey Loomis and say, hey, get it done. Get the guy signed. Give him what he wants. He's going to let his GM of operations take care of that situation. I agree. Maybe Drew Brees deserves $22 million. I think he deserves to be one of the top paid quarterbacks in the NFL. But at the same time, I don't think that it's Tom Benson's fault. I think it's a matter between Mickey Loomis's team and Drew Brees' agent and Drew Brees himself.
Find me a quarterback. Find me a quarterback that in the last 6 years averaged 4,500 yards and that's going to break a fucking...
I'm not disputing that.
Then guess what? Then we don't have a dispute about money.
Now, Nelly, one of the things that I know is close and dear to your heart, and
something
that we naturally
no, it's not.
disagree on
no, it's not.
is the Tim Tebow situation.
I know where you're going. What about him, G?
How do you feel about Tim Tebow?
I hate fucking Tim Tebow.
Why?
Not as a person. I don't hate the guy as a person, but I'm so sick of hearing about how great of a young man he is. There's a lot of great men out here, a lot of great young men out here that don't get put on a pedestal like this clown, raggedy ass football player that he is. But the thing that pissed me off about this guy is that he's gotten the opportunity to play. When they call him a natural born winner, he's been a winner all his life. When the guy that preceded him at Florida won a national championship, three championships in high school, in leagues. He couldn't even get a fucking chance or opportunity to play in the NFL.
Like I said, don't hate the player, hate the game. You understand what I'm saying? You can't blame Tim Tebow for coming into this league and doing what he did. You can't blame him for being drafted #1. You can't blame him for being on a team that had a sorry-ass quarterback ahead of him and they had to do something to try to change the situation. You can't blame the man for praying when the
last time you seen a fucking guy come on TV and they gave him a 4-quarter stat, JB? When the last time you watched a game or a guy playing the season? Let me finish. And then they create a stat that says in the 4th quarter, his quarterback rating is higher than Breeze, Manning. Get the fuck out of here, man. You serious?
I believe you.
When his overall quarterback rating from quarter 1 to quarter 4 is under fucking 40, and they giving him this kind of juice, calling him savior and all this shit.
Look, let me tell you something. I do believe that they propping Tebow up more than what they should. I really do believe that. But at the same time, you have to give the man credit. They 7-2 with him. They lost last week, but he showed some improvement.
No, they lost last week because they played two teams with a decent quarterback and got their ass handed to him behind his junky, no-throwing ass. And they tell him, oh, if you're going to miss in the ground. You don't know how the fuck you going to know when you miss when you're throwing the ball.
You're taking away from the fact that the man is rushing the football and running the offense.
No, his team is rushing the football. The last time
rushing the football.
McGahee got way more yards than Tebow rushing, JB.
But Tebow is contributing, and that is leading to the
and their defense is why they're winning.
I agree with you. Their defense is the main reason why they're winning.
Can you tell me their defense was what they was giving up point-wise before he came on? They was giving up
about 28 points a game.
That's correct. What are they giving up now?
They're giving up about 17, 14.
Before this game, it was 20.
20 points a game. Okay, I give you that. But you have to give Tim Tebow some credit.
I ain't got to give Tebow a motherfucking thing. My problem is, if my daughter can't pray in school, I shouldn't have his religion pulled down my face every time I turn on football on Sundays. That's my problem.
I hear you, man. I hear you. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another session of Say That Shit, where we had some real talk from a fan's perspective. Look here, if y'all have any suggestions that y'all want to give us so that we can debate them here on Say That Shit, y'all can hit us up at Twitter at SayDatShit1. That's SayDatShit1 at Twitter. Or you can hit us up at our email address at SayDatShit@gmail.com. So until then, we want to peace out and say that shit.